Hi, my name is Alicia Redshaw and I own Scrapbook Fantasies in Gladstone, Queensland. This scrap-along video was originally recorded live at the Scrapbook Fantasies Facebook page. If you would like to watch it live and see all of the live comments as discussed in the video, please go to the Scrapbook Fantasies Facebook page. Thank you and enjoy. Hello, Di and Sandy, Beck, Marge, Carol, Tanya. That's good, Di. Donna, Lynette, Jason, Robin, Liz. Yes, we are open tomorrow, Liz, from 9 a.m. till 12 noon. Hello, Leslie and Lisa. I'm going to go back to Scrapbook Fantasies profile. Okay. So we can see all your comments. There we go. So, this is Tropicana. This is our July release paper. And if you know us, you know that our paper usually comes out early. Not much comes out late. So I'll show you the paper first. We're doing a virtual retreat this weekend with this product. We have a group that it's in. So far we've done 2 classes. Don't know where I put the class samples. They're somewhere here. I brought lots of stuff home. So this is paper number 1 in Tropicana. Let's move these over here. And then paper number 2 is the large fussy cut. So I always do large fussy cuts on one side of paper number 2. And then paper number 2 always has a muted background that I've created somehow. I think there's like 6 layers in that. Only 6. So that's paper number 2. I do create papers that coordinate. Like you will see the colour of this timber is in the surfboards. And this pink is a light tone in here. So I do spend a lot of time bringing them together. And then this one, actually this piece of paper's got dozens and dozens of layers. Paper number 1, but you'll see those tones are in the flowers and the yellow is in the product as well. And then this is paper number 3. So you'll see that this is a slightly darker shade of this colour in the background here, so they work together. So it all mixes and matches, and you can see that this is that colour there. And then obviously the green, it's these leaves I've used when I've created the portions. And then this blue in here I've used in here between the layers.
No, Sandra, you can't use your retreat pack tonight.
Oh, so if you're doing a virtual retreat, the Friday night and Saturday night are not from the pack. They're additional. I try to explain that, but I never quite get the right explanation. It's hard to explain. This is paper number 4. I thought Sandra bought an extra pack.
I think she did.
I don't know. I thought you bought an extra pack, Sandra. This is paper number 4. And then you can see that all the different textures bring in the colours and mimic each other. And then paper number 5 is the first of the 2 main fussy cuts with frames. So I always put frames around. And this is this is most people's favourite, the mermaid scales. And once again, these colours are in all of your pieces. And they all, this green here, they all work together. And then the last page, but not least, the other fussy cut, and it is paper number 6.
Di's asking, am I doing kits tonight?
I don't know. We'll attempt to, Di.
We'll have a look at it closer to the
Yeah,
end.
that might make life easier for Sandra, even if she follows along as
so you've got Marlene and Mary. Sandra was just saying no, but she bought a heap of surfboards and colour cuts.
Oh no.
Beck Jones.
Okay.
It's inspiring, isn't it? I love them. Die.
So I've got the birthday word. And I never know what I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to use photos. I think I'm just going to bust on through because does anyone want to see... Oh,
Jason's finished work for the night.
so I do have a guy thing here and we never know what... Yeah, and I don't know what I'm going to do either, Sandra. I'm so sorry. For Eminem and Tasmania. Meant to say Eminem and Tassie. Yeah, that's why a lot of you buy. Love the yellow and green bubble paper 4. Yes, it is lovely, isn't it? It is really cool.
I like them all.
Yeah, I used a tiny bit of that today in class. I do have the Asuka Studio, and I do have a guy thing. What is left of them here to show you, and I have some Tropicana to show you as well.
We have most of a guy thing. We have.
Oh no, we have a guy thing.
Yeah, we have all of them.
A little bit. Some of it we've only got a tiny bit. So I thought I'd do, because it's beachy, I thought I try and do in my Friday and Saturday Night Lives something different. Like I try and sidestep from the norm. So this is beachy paper, right? It is beachy. You know, Sandra, you may nearly get this out. I don't know. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. Don't. I'm not going to guarantee that, but you may come close. I'm going to do a birthday page. So we do have some odd things that go with Tropicana because they were designed while I was doing it with, and it just inspired me. There are Eiffel Towers. Cutouts, but they're not live yet. Birthday word, 100%.
Well, it's not the 1st of July.
It's not the 1st of July, no.
I'm a bit of a party pooper there. There you go.
Here's a party pooper, Zupa. Zupa's a party pooper. So I'm just trying to think what I would like to do here.
I'm going to have a look at what Trish bought. Trish thought she bought an extra paper pack. I'm going to have a look, Trish. The colour cuts in that aren't live yet either, so...
The hibiscus are.
The hibiscus, are they?
Yeah. So I've cut out, I've done some fussy cutting from paper number 6. I've fussy cut some hibiscuses. We're trying to work out today what the hibiscus plural is.
The hibiscus colour cuts.
Yep, they're live.
Okay.
Click on Tropicana.
I searched Tropicana.
No. Just click on it on the front page.
Okay, I'm going. Crikey.
See, he doesn't even know how to navigate our website.
Know.
And I cut out part of paper number 5.
Oh yeah, there they are.
So what I've cut is, I'll show you where these came from. There. And there. Let's move this. But yes, it is really hard because we send the retreat kits out so early and I'm working so far ahead. I have no idea what I'm going to use. And it does depend on what I've got enough of when we get to the retreat. So that's where they came from. On the back of the mermaid scale. On the back of paper number 5.
And this is found us.
Oh, hello, Anissa. So disappointed we didn't make it back to the store, but we ended up leaving to come over to Brisbane. Thankfully we did as the weather got... Yes, it got very wet on the way down. I'll order it with the July kids. I'm so glad you found us, Anissa. It was so lovely talking to you yesterday, and I'm so excited that if you guys move to Gladstone, we just... Yeah, we're a little bit social. We just... Yeah. It was so lovely talking to you and meeting you yesterday.
You're a lot social, dear.
Yeah, but I could happily be a hermit, so you all know. So, has everyone taken a screenshot of that? So take a screenshot of that with your phone or iPad if you're intending on making this page. And then I have to use these mermaid scales, don't I?
Holy crackers, what have you done?
Yeah. So I would take a screenshot of that so that you've got that, and we know how to take a screenshot. It's the, so if you've got a new generation iPad, it's the up volume and the turn off, And if you've got a previous generation, it's the button, and the on-off.
What pattern paper number's it on?
5.
And you've only got one piece of that so far?
Yeah.
Sure.
And now I have to use that because I got them to take a screenshot.
Yep. There's commitment.
There's commitment, yes. I bought an orange ink pad today too.
Yeah, bought what?
Yeah, I bought an orange ink pad today. I didn't tell my husband about that until just now. So,
as if I've got any say.
Yep, my shop, my rules.
Whoa.
Quentin had someone tell him today that he doesn't make decisions in the shop. And I'm like,
They wanted to speak to the decision maker.
Quentin makes a lot of decisions. We make a lot of decisions together.
Just go with the flow.
Yeah. We're a team. So I'm thinking something like that. And then I've got this birthday. And then I bought some of these sparkly bubble things from Asuka Studio.
Ooh, they look nice.
He didn't know I bought these either. So they're like domey things.
Let me go back to them. So they're the yellow ones.
I bought yellow. I don't know why I bought yellow. I'm not going to use the surfboard.
Jason's looking forward to catch up on tonight's on the classes.
This is so pretty. You could create with that. Isn't it? That's just so pretty. I think it'll end up on a card. I'm sure Amelia Ann will swipe it. And then I'm thinking like... that's wider than a page. It's going to end like there.
Asuka Bloom.
Do you know what I mean? Like something. Oh, I cut the starfish off this one.
Oh, look at the pretty pieces on the card.
I know. It's beautiful. Yeah. There's heated discussions in the lounge room.
Well,
I think about staying up late and why said small child is not staying up late.
Oh.
Even though said small child thinks they are going to stay
So
up
you've
late.
got the sparkly bubbles, haven't you?
I got sparkly bubbles. So something along those lines, and then put like a big-ish photo here, and then say a couple of photos here. Maybe I can convince Amelia Ann into having a
No footy tonight, Donna. It got cancelled.
yeah, Donna footy got canned.
Didn't end up raining, but it looked like it was going.
She wants to have a cat party.
Really?
Cat theme. It's not going to happen.
Well, Trish and Denise have had their own cat photos. Did you see that?
Yes.
The selfies. You guys look like twinsies.
They're sisters.
I know.
Okay. Okay, so...
It's school holidays. Says Lee.
Woohoo! Oh, I got an idea.
Bloody hope so.
Hold the
You're fixing a
phone.
class.
Oh, I do need to refill my Dimensional Magic, if anyone wants to witness that. I'm not refilling Naomi Johns. She can refill her own. Oh, no. What about that instead?
Okey dokey.
I'm here to say goodnight.
Already?
The refilling of mine? Oh, the Dimensional Magic.
The Dimensional Magic.
Are you gonna go with that?
Let's do forwards first so they can see the back of your head.
Come on.
See, we've got lots of plaits in the back of the head. Oh,
Better be careful. She just ate lots of freshly baked cornflake biscuits. This could be
yeah,
bad.
the
Hang on.
cornflake biscuits have had a touch up.
Oh, I've had one so far.
She is heavy.
She's all muscle.
Not hug bun.
Certainly not at the weight in them front teeth, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Right, get that in, Christina. What's it? It's time for bed.
Let's
Love
get the
them flats.
trimmer out. Rightio.
She's going to be a frisbee tomorrow.
So let's say we're going to put 3 photos on here that are 4 inches by 4 inch.
Okie dokie.
So let's go.
You going to cut 3 photo mats to start with?
Yep, I'm going to cut 3 pieces that are 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Now that's not economical. Let's cut 3 photo mats that are 4 by 4. Let's go 3 photos that are 3 3/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. Let's not be wasteful.
3 photo mats.
That are 3 3.
That are
So
4 by 4.
4 by 4. 3 photo mats that are 4 by 4. 4 inches by 4 inches, because we're going to have 3 photos that are 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And please tell me that's correct. Yep. So let's get a pencil.
You're cutting them out of white card, aren't you?
This is a piece of Kaisercraft CD601 white. Please tell me that's in the online store.
CD601. We've got tons of it, isn't it?
We've got heaps of it at the store. It's an
Yeah.
orange peel.
Let me have a look.
So we've got a gonna go on there is a 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 photo. I'm just thinking that I should have made sure that my orange peel was facing the same direction, but you know what? I don't think I'm gonna.
We have CD601 in stock. 60 cents a sheet.
Yep. Right, so you don't see that. Like, even if we smush on the background of this, we're just not gonna see it. So let's get a piece of number 1 and cut three pieces that are 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Now this is not a particularly economical measurement, but I'd rather have one economical and one non-economical than 2 non-economical. Does that make sense? That's a tongue twister. Say that 3 times.
What?
3
What-
times
What
fast.
number pattern paper was it again?
So this is paper number 1. We're cutting 4 1/4 by 4 1/4.
What, 4
Okay, so if you wanted to boyify this, let's just be backpedaling just a touch. If you have boys, and I know some of you only have boys, I know many of you only have boys, and I'm sure someone in the future will be watching this. This is my third 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 inches, and everything's in inches except my journaling strips today. If you only had boys, right, so if you had boys, you could do mermaid scale from the green bit, depending on whether your boys are going to be accepting, and you could use as your photo mats this side, or you could go teal, so you could go teal, green, green, or you could go the 2 teal, green timber, teal timber, and green denim up here. I've just made a beautiful violet version of this recently for my Dreamland collection on open Facebook, and I'm telling people, but it's violet. It's lovely. It's yeah.
Well, last time we were on open Facebook, you showed them pictures of what you were going to do.
I showed pictures of it, and yeah, let's not go there.
But my boys, I have daughters, yes.
Yes, her boys have daughters. Cheryl's got boys, but her boys have got daughters.
Well, that just makes you like a grandmother that's really happy.
And everyone, don't forget, so except for you, Jason and Quentin, and any other males watching, sincerest apologies, but all you ladies, you're girls. Okay, just so you know. So
Is that a hint to scrapbook?
So
yourself,
next
dear?
birthday party, we're all having mermaid birthday parties, everyone. Did you hear that, Quentin? Mermaid birthday party all round next time.
Amelia Ann wants ice cream cat cakes with long tails.
I'm not making that. She'll get a Dolly Varden ice cream cake, or she'll get a Spot the Dog, a dinosaur, or a butterfly.
Depends on what
Or
tins
whatever
you get.
else, whatever other tin I get out of the storeroom. I do have a lot of cake tins.
We can go to Robin's Kitchen. They've only been
Oh,
showing
but I'm
out
just
for 12
telling you,
months.
I do love making Dolly Varden cakes.
Marlene said, "Oh, I'm shocked."
But I lent out my Dolly Varden tin. So now I have to use this glass bowl because I did have a different glass bowl, but it got smashed. So now we've got the glass bowl where she's got a big fat poofy dress. She's got a big
We
dress
get a
now.
different glass bowl because that one's like beaten up pretty well by the beaters, so the ice cream be sticking weird.
No, you line it with cling wrap. Quentin doesn't participate in Dolly Varden cakes. And
I held
have,
you in the freezer last time while you
I have iced a Dolly Varden cake
in the deep freeze.
hanging in the deep freeze. I've also done a couple of Spot the Dog ice cream cakes whilst in the deep freeze. So let's have a look at this. I do like that. I need to mitigate some of my issues here on my mermaid scales because I hand cut that.
Can we have pretend birthday cake in a store retreat?
Yeah. Yeah. I do. Oh, I have a princess carriage.
Where do you get the time for that, says Leslie.
Don't sleep, Leslie. You know me.
It's 24 hours in a day, apparently.
I need to go to Big W on Sunday and get another book. Another novel to read with the other two books that
Let's
I'm
read
reading.
one of my Ken Follett ones.
I'm not reading Ken Follett.
Ah. What is a Dolly Varden cake?
Dolly Varden. It's a Barbie doll cake. Varden. V-A-R-D-O-N.
I'll look
Dolly
it up for
Varden. Yes. It's the doll cake where you shove the Barbie in the top. And just so you know, the Barbie is stuffed afterwards, so you don't use a real Barbie. We use fake ones now. I have wrecked a Barbie.
Look, they actually make a proper bowl for it.
I know, I had one. I lent it to someone. I know who I lent it to too. I'm never getting that back. So let's cut this white piece down to 10 3/4 inches by 10 3/4 inches.
Oh, hang on, I'm going to write this down.
So I do have a second piece of that white.
Oh, no, I don't want to put up a link for that.
No.
Lots of nice cakes, but anyway, it's an ice cream cake.
Yes. Well, yeah. You can make a sponge or an ice cream cake, but I usually make ice cream cakes. And it's just a bowl shape, and then you dig a hole in it and you shove the doll in.
Barbie out.
And then you do the little rosettes of...
Actually, the last one we did,
cream.
Barbie didn't have any legs attached, did she?
No, she doesn't. And if Barbie gets the cream in her hair, she's stuffed too. Not just because I cut her legs off.
You used to be able to buy half dolls for those cakes.
Yeah, but they're always ugly.
A 10 3/4 by 10 3/4, you just said, didn't you?
Yeah. But yes, I'm really glad our younger children are born in winter. Because the other two are end of October and end of November.
So you're cutting a 10 and 3...
10 3/4 by 10 3/4.
Piece of white, yeah. To suit what frame of you then?
It's out of paper number 6. So see this, I haven't cut the barcode off. So this is the frame around paper number 6, which is where I got my hibiscus from. So I'm going to cut this to 12 inches. Now, don't just cut the barcode off. So don't just simply cut the barcode off, because I'm going to show you. I'll cut it on this
Is
side.
that a 1.5 inch frame or?
No, it's just the frame that the paper comes with.
Okay. And it was paper 60.
So usually it's better to cut this off first, because then it doesn't twist in the middle. So if you see, I give you leeway. I give you space to make a little mistake-a-roo and then cut it. And it also means that this piece is a decent size for journaling, or if you're going to do a strip page or to put as a strip down the side of a card or something. It's a decent size piece.
Sandy remembers them.
Okay, so I'm going to cut the middle out of my pink photo mats because that's how I roll. Waste not, want not. Let's put a photo on there. Oh, a photo mat, because when the photo goes on there.
There you go, Leslie's made one from a streamer using a boiled fruit cake. There you go.
Oh, boiled fruitcake steamer. Oh, good idea, Leslie. Double duty. Yeah. So when you put the photo on, it'll have a mat like that. Don't look that big, but it'll have a little mat around it. Yeah, that's Noah. Not impressed he was. Not impressed at all. You should see the size of the tub of stuff Quentin's got for me to show you after this.
Well, we might have to have a half-time presentation.
Well, we're back again tomorrow.
Oh, well, we are too. You're crackers.
I've taught 2 classes and done a kit reveal today.
I've got to do the Zoom meeting request for tomorrow night yet.
Oh, plus we had a Zoom. Oh, and I was yapping.
Yeah, and we got cut off because we ran out of time.
Because I was yapping.
Discussing the inadequacies of the class in hospital.
Well, it's not the inadequacies, it's just that we couldn't find the vaccination clinic. Oh, it's okay. I was talking to one of the mums. You know, I said there was a... I'll tell you who later. One of the young men that we've had come through our store doing craft over the years, him and his mum were there, and he was having his vaccination, and they had got very geographically challenged, and they hadn't found an orderly to find where to go.
Yeah, so the white card, Sandra, is 4x4.
Yep, so these are 4" by 4", and the photo to go on it is going to be 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. That's not a fakey photo. I don't know what movie the kids are watching tonight. Last week they watched Robots. We've been a little robots mad this past week.
We've been walking like a robot, talking like a robot.
Yes, yes. We have been, we have had interesting robot discussions.
That's all right, Leslie. I'm sure you'll get to it when you get some time.
Yeah, darlings.
You've had a big couple of weeks.
Yep.
And Carol will be sitting back relaxing now.
Yeah, now she's retired. Half your luck.
Yeah. Maybe we could have a Dolly Varden retirement cake.
Carol needs a Dolly Varden retirement cake. I think so.
I just want cake.
Quentin likes ice cream cake.
It doesn't like me.
Okay, I'm just trying to work out what I'm going to put where momentarily. Don't hold me to this. Something along those lines. What do we think? Oh look, I've got more stuff, and then we'll put some.
You should take a photo of that because you're not going to remember that.
Some bling bling around. Right. Something like that. Right, so this top mermaid scale, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear this edge. So it ends up being from the deepest point in the scale to the top of the tear, it ends up being like 1.25 inches.
Okay, so it's
our August release collection is called Dreamland, and I think I'm going to print some prototypes tomorrow. I haven't got prototypes back from the printers yet, and I've been working on it since February. Some of the images I purchased at the start of February, late January, early February. So I've been working on it. I work on stuff a long way in advance. Like I work on stuff months and months in advance. Like September release is already, I've been working on the September release for a while.
So you said it was 1.25 inches basically from...
Yeah, from the bottom of the scallop to the top of the tear works out to be about 1.25 inches. Not set in stone, but you know, around about that. Rightio. Let's clean up a bit here.
1.25 inches by the full 12 inches?
Yeah, for the moment it's 12 inches. So, let's do a few things that we know are going to be done. So, I know that I'm going to stick the photo mats to the pink mat. So, these are all double matted. I know I'm going to stick those together with flat tape. I'm going to stick them together flat, and then I'm going to put the top photo on foam. I knew that was going to happen. Been waiting.
Lee just want to know if we've got the number 40. We've got a 4 and a 0.
In what? Do you have the number 40? I have a 4 and a 0 in this. No, I don't have a 4 and a 0. The school range, I can make you a 40. What sort of 40 do you want a 40 out of? Do you want a 40 flare button? And then these two are going to be
4 and a 0.
Actually, I'm going to put these on foam as well. So I'm going to stick the white mat to the pink mat flat, and then I'm going to stick the pink mat to the page on foam. So normally this white mat, I would cut the middle out of it. Like I'd hack the innards out of it.
40th birthday cutout, she says.
I'll have to do one.
Write that down, Lee.
I do have some titles that are not going on the online store.
Lee's not 21.
And I'm not going to tell you what they say here on Open Facebook. But they're 21st birthday ones. They're aimed at girls or...
They're
aimed at boys too. Yeah, very socially outgoing boys that like to party a bit. Actually, honest to goodness, I could put it on a page of my son when he turned 21. So I'm not going to say what they say. They were the prototypes for a custom job, and it had to be changed. Well, they wanted it changed after I'd already cut the whole lot. So yes, I do have them, a few of them. They're $2.50 each. They're in glitter, rose gold glitter, and yes, they're interesting. But I'm not going to say what they say out here on Open Facebook because it's not polite conversation, peoples. And some of you probably have children with you. Okay. they won't go in the online store because I'm not putting swear words in the online store. I sell a pack of words called bad words, but they are not listed.
They're not listed.
They are not listed because them be bad words.
Them are hard to pick off the mats.
Yeah, we need to cut more bad words. We're sold out. Okay, so I'm just going to make my little piles. I'm going to put that little pile there. And then that little one I'm going to put here. This little pile. It's going to go over here. Because I think I'm going to... I just lost my cuttings. Quentin's left his laptop bag in my area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick these two together. So I'm going to use my 6mm tape. And I'm just going to go around. Try not to stretch it, because when you stretch the tape, like if you try and make it too tight, like I'm just being nice and light with it, when you stretch the tape, what it does is it pulls the cardstock and distorts it a little bit, because remember, it's only cardstock.
I've lost me.
It's not like a piece of steel.
Leslie would like one for her son's 21st, and Deborah says my son's 21st was not for open discussion.
Oh. Okay. Well, our son opted not to have a 21st because he knew it would get out of hand.
That's right here, Leslie's son 21st.
Yes. Well, we'll send Leslie a picture. It might not be...
I don't think they're going to be Leslie's cup of tea.
They might be Leslie's cup of tea.
Could be.
Okay, is that looking square? Sorry, I'm a bit loud. I'm up close to the video, to the phone. So see how I just peeled back the corners? So I've just peeled back the corners. So all I've got sticking is just these little bits of corner, not the whole side. So now that I'm happy with it, I can peel the tape out, and then we're stuck. So I have stuck it together because when I go to put some orange on here, I'm going to put some orange on here, what's going to happen is it will buckle when I go to dry it. So here's a packet from some tape that I bought today too. He didn't know that either. Oh, look at that. This is orange pearlescent. It says orange. It's platinum. It's pearlescent pigment ink pad.
Pearlescent orange. Rogie and dodgy.
And then I'm going to get a paintbrush. And I've got my hand here so that it doesn't overspray onto my page, because I've already got a bit of smush on my page. So we're going to have some florals here and here and here. But we're going to have a bit of white space here. So see how, because it's really wet, I've got nice big floppies.
Cheryl Parnell's daughter's 21st.
There we go. It's a bit out there.
Sorry, granddaughter.
It's 21
Yeah.
bleeps. That's okay. I think that's going to be just enough.
They're on a cattle station, so I'm sure the words would be appropriate.
Oh, yeah. Definitely be good for a BNS, so, you know. So now with my leftover bits, I'm actually going to just wash over my work. Now, okay, so I'm wetting this, and this is cardstock. Don't move it. So I'm using it on my messy mat. Don't do this on a piece of plastic, because you need to heat tool this, or go and make a cup of coffee and come back later on. Quentin was convinced he hadn't had a coffee this morning.
I hadn't. My coffee cup was still clean.
I don't know.
On my C3, not C3PO. What's he called? BB-8.
BB-8.
Oh, BB-8.
Yeah, R2-D2 died.
Yeah, R2-D2, the handle fell off.
The handle fell off R2-D2. Oh, dearie me. I made a smush there.
Where did we get those cuts from?
Big W.
Big W.
Oh, Woolworths.
Woolworths, yeah. Oh, Di's just finished it. Di Gucci's just finished her pocket page.
Oh, awesome, Di.
The first one I actually like, she says. Oh my goodness, Di. We're all our own biggest critics, you know.
So I'm just going to give this a bit of a dry. And then we'll give this a bit of a dry without getting any more cord in the stuff. If you don't want it to curl, just leave it to dry overnight. But yeah, you're not sitting here watching me for that
That'll
long.
be for a long video.
Yep.
Madeline might even like measuring that one.
I don't think my phone battery would last that long. So we're just going to leave it momentarily and test this. Okay, this needs a little bit more heat. So I find that if you give something a little bit of a heat tool and then you take the heat tool away and then you come back, it actually dries really quickly the second time round. So...
I think that's the birthday large.
Is the birthday large, which is live. There is a small version of this birthday. And be careful not to hold the heat tool in one spot for too long because paper burns.
When you let the smoke out.
So let's put this aside for the moment.
Cracked our last heat tool in a box the other day. I'll have to put that on a list.
I didn't think we... Oh, you never know.
It's one of those things that just... Yep, I'll have to buy some more here.
Okay, let's stick our bordery thing together. So if you see the ends, so you've got two different kinds of end. You've got these ones that have got the little point bit and then the flat bit. So there's two different ends on the mermaid scales, and I've done a pointy one, a flat one, a pointy one. I hope that
Where's the
makes
one you
sense.
took?
It's the top one. So then what we're going to do, so just along the top of each, we're going to put flat tape. Alright, so it's along the top of each. Because we're going to eventually put foam behind these. But we're not actually going to do that until after we have them stuck to the page. Not that low. So what we're going to do here is just along this top edge here, we're going to put tape along here, and it's just straddling that join. You've just got to trust me here. I'm going to put this here and line it up. then what we'll do is once we've got it on the page and it's all done, then under these we're going to, you know, tuck a little bit of foam under them or curl them up. Do you know what I mean? We'll curl them up or tuck some foam under them. Okay. So let's put another row here, but not down here. Right, so this is what we've ended up with. So we've got 3 layers of scales. So it's not going to be the full 12 inches because we're only going to go across the white. Oh, actually, it probably is going to be the full 12 inches. So it's crooked. It's actually crooked. It'll be right.
It's all G.
It gets wider at one end. It'll be okay. It's going to be all fine. So let's get this end. And I'm just going to tidy this end up a bit. Rightio, where's our page? Let's hit it with one last blast of heat. Don't heat tool your flare buttons. This top bit is plastic. Plastic melts.
Acetate.
Oh, it's an ant. Damn ants. They drive me nuts. So technically I should have stuck this on the white before sticking it to the background. But that's okay. What I'm going to do to mitigate that is I'm actually going to have it so it hangs over the page a bit. So I'm going to cut it . Gonna even this up, like get it so that they're both at the same point on a scallop. Scallop.
Scalp.
Kind of the same. I want to bring it to sort of here. And that's about to there. Rightio. So I'll tell you how long it ends up. So I'm using the scallops to get it nice and, well, I'm assuming these scallops are straight, scallops are straight. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just bring my little line to the other side. Right, so it is going to be 11 1/4 inches long.
So it's a 3-piece scallop.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but it will be near enough. Let's give this one last hit. Move our flare button.
For 11 1/4.
Yeah. without burning it. Just take it away. And it does dry actually. Rightio. It's a bit buckled. See that my mat's like a mountain range as well because it gets hit with heat. Okay, so this is going to go here. Let's do a test drive. I think now is the time to do a little bit of a test drive. So let's do that. Let's do a test drive and see how it all looks. Okay. And then what do you reckon?
Pretty funky.
If you had old rub-ons, you could probably like use old rub-ons on these. I don't know how they'd work. They'd come pretty close to working okay. What do we think? And then we're going to put some bling on.
Bling bling. Am I doing kits? Are you using the colour cut you sold separately, or are you using flowers that we fussy cut?
I use fussy cut flowers. Flowers that we fussy cut. So these are flowers that I fussy cut from an extra sheet of this. Paper 6. So the frame and this are from a sheet of 6. I think we are going to make a kit, Quentin, because...
Okay, so you got a pattern paper 5, pattern paper 6.
Yeah. A fifth of a packet of these sparkly bubbles.
6. And a piece of CDO 1.
2.
2.
Oh. You could do 1.5 of it.
60 cents a sheet.
2. And a birthday word.
And a birthday.
A 5, a 6. A 1.
Pat paper 1.
1, 5 and 6. Okay, sorry everyone, I digress. Rightio. So let's stick.
Let me do some work.
Okay. I need to do some housework first. So, new applicator bottle, because I think that one is stuffed. I haven't bought an applicator bottle in a really long time. So let's take this out of here. Okay.
Holy, I don't know, $1.65 could
So
break
don't unscrew this lid with this rubber bit attached, because you can twist it off and it rips it off here, because this is just a piece of rubber. What's the matter?
I said $1.65 could break the bank.
For what?
The applicator bottle.
No, I bought it today. It's nothing to do with you.
Marlene Blazik, I'm loving this layout. I'll have to order a kit.
Right, there we go.
There you go, Marlene. I'm putting them together now.
He's going to build it now. He has learnt this awesome skill not long ago.
I have.
Naming or making the kits. So don't push the bottle of Dimensional Magic against here when you put it in, because eventually the pressure will push against your hand and your hand will pop out and you're going to end up with glue everywhere. So just...
And that stuff dries really hard.
So I don't fill it. And then just make sure you fluff out the nozzle of that and hide it from the children. So then we're going to put our little ring thing, our stopper hanger-on thing around here. And then we're going to put our lid on. So the secret to keeping it clean is to fluff it out when you finish with it each time. Not to lay it down on its side with glue in the nozzle and not put the stopper on. Yep, that's how I roll. So down here, when we put this guy on here, I'm going to cut I just looked at where I need to cut. I'm cutting a bit out of here. So I've just cut a little bit out of there. You don't have to do this, but I like to because it just gives me extra bits and pieces. So this is the frangipani with the leaf, Monstera leaf, and the blue hibiscus. I have wanted to do hibiscus with a paper range for so long. So let's make a nice little, just under 1/4 inch border.
You've got a flare button on there too, haven't you?
Yep. I think we're going to use the pink check, but please don't see, look what I've done with this glue already. You know, it's less than 5 minutes old. And then let's add this photo. My kids don't. Actually, you know, we used to throw a lot of birthday parties for our kids, but they just got to that point where they just didn't really want birthday parties. They didn't want the expense, or we used to have family barbecues. But
I'm just going to put one by flare button at this stage. You don't
Yep.
hold on which one you're using yet.
let's put this across here and try and have it sort of even on each side.
Mard said it's looking good.
And use the top of the photo as a bit of guide. Rightio. So then up here, let's get this going. So I'm going to put this like this. So let's turn it over. And look at all that lost thing. I nearly cut my finger, Leslie.
Don't do that.
No.
You are a good
We've
lady.
got Band-Aids currently.
Yep. It doesn't mean we want to cut things.
So okay. When we come to here, yep, that's going to hide under there. So we're not going to peel this bottom corner off. So this bottom one down here, don't peel it off yet. Let's put a bit of glue behind here. But what we're going to do is we're going to sit this one on the page so that we know it's going to fit. And I want these leaves just to come over this one here. Let's turn it around. Sorry.
So that flare button's part of a kit here.
Yeah, so well, I can make more. So yeah, I've learnt my lesson not to trust Photoshop. I save my flare designs in multiple places now because Photoshop lost my designs off my account once before. They can't be they can sort of be saved to a hard drive, but you've got to do it a special way. So we're going to mimic this border here and here, up here. And I just find that when you do that, and if we line up this photo with this photo here, let's just get the ruler. Yeah, that's not bad. It's close. What it does is it just helps the layout flow better. I know it's really graphic, but we've got lots of stuff going on. Like there's lots and lots and lots and lots going on this page. So you don't really want it to be that you're, and I'm only sticking in the middle because I'm going to try and curl some of these ends up. You don't want so I don't usually put my photos crooked unless it's a fairly graphic-y sort of layout, because if everything's crooked and all over the place, the eye doesn't have a place to rest because it's just too busy for the human being.
Leslie says you need to make some colour cut band-aids.
I do have some partly made. I'm making some medical stuff on a request from Tanya Duffy. See this bit we cut out of here? I'm going to tuck it in under here. I'm just going to clip that corner off there, and I'm going to tuck it so I don't waste these little bits. I pull it off. This is a tweezers moment. It's a tweezers moment. I love my tweezers as much as I love my fussy cutting scissors.
What are those sparkly bubbles they call them?
Sparkly bubbles yellow. The fifth of a pack.
Really?
I hope that's not the person from Telstra again.
Hello?
So this guy, we're going to put it on foam. Was it?
Q&A market research.
Oh, we're Q&A.
Yeah, I know. Well, I sound that to him, but
Hey, ripping off our name. Hello. Can we pull them on copyright? Lachlan from Q&A Market Research. Well, we're Q&A, Quentin and Alicia. Questions and answers. I think there's more questions than answers.
How come I have to be the questions? Come on, just because my mum picked my name.
Was better than Geronimo. She threatened to call him Geronimo.
Sparkly bubbles.
Let's put this here so that the stamens sort of going up on our end. Yeah. Let's sit that there. Where's our birthday work? Oh, there it is there. You know what? I think what we're going to do here with all of these scales is just do a bit of curly. So sort of put your hand under the page like this to you know, to bow it a bit without damaging it, just so that it's easy to pick them up. And let's just, I'm not really curling them much, I'm just giving them a flick up, because we have our paper printed on, and our paper's printed with sustainably sourced pattern paper, and it's sustainable inks, and we're printed on back shifts. And
I was just reading their email, they've got a new big printing press there.
Oh, have they?
No, Shane didn't tell me that.
Oh. So and because it's such good quality paper, it just holds its position when you curl it. So look, let's do a little bit of curling on lots of things. Look at this. We'll just curl up our... So doing this adds to the busyness of the layout, which is another reason why I wouldn't necessarily do... And that's why I stick in the middle, so I can do this sort of thing. I wouldn't be too inclined to put crooked photos on this, because, you know, you run the risk of it just getting so busy that no one can stand to look at it. I'd still look at your page, just so you know. Okay, so let's look at birthday. Let's put birthday on foam, so it's got that little bit of a shadow behind it, and it's just going to sit on these bits. I still haven't decided on the play button. And I've got more hibiscuses somewhere. I'm going to put this one here on a piece of foam. Look, lid off the glue. Can't take me anywhere.
No, can't take you nowhere, dear. Can't take you nowhere.
Oops. Flare down. Okay.
Lay down, lay down.
I like 18mm foam tape because
It's big.
it's big. And I can just, if you don't have tin scissors, just use old scissors for this. See? Custom tape. Leslie would be having kittens.
Yeah, she would.
Me just hacking away with scissors, just snippety snip.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got form for cutting myself.
You do have one for cutting yourself, do you?
Yep.
Okay. Right. So, my lovely.
Yep.
If we...
Did you calculate it right? Don't
Yes,
use the system because the system is incorrect.
I've used my calculator every year. So, if we give the ladies the full pack of 3 flare buttons,
Mm-hmm.
the class still only comes in at $13.45. So I was going to do it for $12.95.
And they get the full pack of 3
They
flare
get
buttons.
the full pack of 3 flares.
So what's the 3 flares? A hibiscus
A hibiscus, a pink thing, pink check, and something else. Let's have a look.
and a pink spot.
Let me go back.
Pink spot, pink checker in one set, and then the orange comes with a piece of timber and a different hibiscus.
Yes. Double 1896 is the code for the flares.
So this bit I'm not going to use. So I just sit it on the top side. I don't push it down hard. I just sit it there on the side of my foam tape, and I keep my foam tape. Don't get upset. I keep my tapes like this because I use this. This is what I would scrapbook with if I wasn't teaching a video. Is 36mm, honestly. And in the middle is my 450. Yes, my tape of choice is 36mm wide. I actually had to buy.
The page, says Jean.
Oh, thank you, Jean. Well, that means a lot coming from you, Jean.
Mermaid Scales is my favourite paper in this collection.
Who said that?
Jean.
Jean. A lot of people have loved the mermaid scales, and you know, I was a bit wary of it. I was a bit worried that people would think it was a bit too juvenile or that they wouldn't like it. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a bit of the D going over the photo at the top and a bit of the Y coming over the photo at the bottom. And then we're going to have the B inside the white edge, just a tiny bit, but not all the way in here. We're going to use that edge as a bit of a how-do. So we're going crooked. Must be a good movie on tonight. The bigger kids are being quiet.
No, Naomi's out there. Niall's in bed, apparently texting straps. Or sitting in his bedroom texting straps.
So it's kind of straight. Let's move the bed down a bit. So I don't push it down until I'm sort of really happy with it. Okay. So we're not going to really push it down because we want to try and keep a bit of that dimensionality in the scales, but
Do you have an eraser?
oh yeah, I do. Oh, you're drawing again.
No, I just need to erase.
There you go. Oh, here, do you want this one? Will this be better? This is an eraser and a brush.
No, I'll use this one.
You sure?
Oh,
Doesn't
I'll
need to be
try
fine.
that.
Try that. It's finer. It'll give you a finer line with it.
There's no picture yet on this, obviously, because we haven't finished the class. But I shall make it live.
What do we think? I think the pink one. think the pink spots. And I'm going to use my 450 today.
Oh, the Woman's State of Origin is on, Cheryl Parnell.
What's that?
Woman's State of Origin is on.
Oh, is it? Don't tell Amelia. Oh, wrong code from Millie.
Yeah, Millie's in bed. Yes.
So AFL headquarters sent her a football the other day. Like, we needed another football, like a hole in the head.
Link.
So this one here, I think what we're going to do is going to sit it on a bit of foam. So I'm not going to stick it on the photo, but I'm going to stick it here on foam. I'm going to put the foam there. So there's my bit that I'd already cut.
There we go, peeps. There's a link there. There's no photo yet, obviously, because she's still making the class.
So what have you done it for? $12.95.
$12.95.
There you go. Is that got the title?
That's got the title. So you get a piece of paper 1, paper 5, paper 6, the large birthday title, 2 pieces of white card, full set of flare buttons, and a fifth of a sheet of yellow sparkly bubbles, which is 1 strip. We are all good in the hood.
So I'm sticking some sparkly darkly buttons. So I got a large one. There's 4 sizes. I got a extra large, a large, tiny. Medium.
Deb said the long erasers are so awesome. I use the brush ends to clean out my little trimmer when paper fibres build up.
That is such a good idea. Got 3, 3. 2, 3. Oh, that's lined up with that one. Stiff bickies, it's staying there now.
Stiff bickies. Beautiful page, said March.
I'm going to tuck this little guy in here. So this is a side-on hibiscus.
So you're going to have your fussy cutting scissors ready when you buy this kit, ladies?
I have to admit, I really love this paper.
So the only thing extra you need is a bit of orange ink. Just laying on there.
So we went to our printer with an idea of what we wanted, but we were open to suggestion. And he came back with a couple of samples and he goes, well, this one here, this is what, you want, and this is what is industry standard, because we had sample papers with us of the papers of what we didn't want and what we definitely wanted to achieve. Obviously we wanted to achieve like Polish standard paper that was sustainably sourced and sustainable inks. And so he comes back to us and he goes, okay, so this is the paper, and he sent us samples and what it was printed on, like, and different print types, a couple of different ways of printing, because there's lots of different ways of printing. And he goes, this is what we've agreed on, and this is the price, and it's horrendous. We've got to buy an awful lot of paper, and we never thought we'd sell it, but we nearly sold out of 1 paper from last December, which is really shocking. Never thought that would happen. And we're like, oh, we can kind of handle that. And he goes, but this paper's dearer, and I think this paper will make your product better than anything else around. And this is the price, and we'll do you a deal if you buy more.
It's archival grade paper.
It is archival grade. So we then had to increase the amount we purchased. We went with the highest possible printing standard, and I'm just glad we did it. I'm really glad. We wanted our price point to be $1.50 a sheet, but it's $1.80, and I'm just so glad, because
And
look at that.
$1.80 sheet, it's beautiful paper.
$1.80 a sheet, and I am glad we had meetings and phone calls, and we spent a lot of time nutting out all Yeah. And like I said the other night, Milton, Quentin and I have been through the whole place, and
Yeah. They promote us.
They do promote us. They do promote us.
The guys like printing our papers because that's
They
nice
like
and
printing
bright.
ours because it's interesting and it's fun. It's better than political stuff and recipes. My fussy cutting is not real good here because I left my fussy cutting scissors at work today. I taught at work today. So I'll just hold it up here so you can take screenshots of
I got a box full of
the
goodies.
photo of the flowers. So you can see which flowers. If you take screenshots, then you can, you know, I think screenshots will help you get it together a bit easier as well. So if you take screenshots, I know it's going to be a little blurry, but it's going to be a little easier for you to see exactly what I've used. And then we're going to come down here. And never be afraid to take a screenshot of a class. And I'll hold that there so you can take a screenshot of the layout. I will try and photograph it. I've got so many photographed and edited and not loaded up because I just get so sidetracked with work. Shocking thing is Wednesday's the end of a financial year.
No.
Yes. Doesn't affect Quentin.
No.
It affects me. It's going to affect my mood next weekend. They're just not going to want to come near me next weekend because I'll be very cranky trying to do paperwork. So here is my tub of goodies.
Would you like me to hold the tub or can you put out the
No, I'm
links?
sitting on my lap.
Right.
So let's put the page here, and I'll try not to cover the page too much because I know some of you will still be working on your page. Okay, let's show you a guy thing first. So this is a guy thing. So you've got a bulk pack. Now your bulk pack has 2 packs of the chipboard, and I'll show you that separately. The stencil and acetate. Let's have a look at the acetate. Let me show you what's in here. So you've got 2 chipboards, stencil, which is a handy stencil, and an acetate. And that says like handsome, my guy thing, my better half, superhero. Something about better half. And an embellishment pack with some epoxy dots. Not poxy dots, epoxy dots, and there's some charms, there's hats and beads and a bit of meshy stuff and some ribbon.
Deborah's comment. She bought some paper just for the theme and it was shiny and like a cereal box.
For a specific topic, it was shiny and felt like a cereal box. Oh, Deborah. And you can't spray it or mist it. We've actually dropped... We've dropped 2 brands of pattern paper specific... Actually, 3 now. In the last 2 years, we've dropped 3 brands because their paper was shiny. And you can't ink it or mist it or do anything to it. So they're the chipboards. We have them separately, and the stencil. And then there's the mini pack. So it's kind of 6-inch by 8-inch paper. You get 24 sheets, and it's double-sided and 2 sheets of cardstock. It's actually 15 centimeters by 20 centimeters, which is not exactly 6 by 8, but it's pretty damn close. And then you get this chipboard, the epoxy dots, not poxy dots, they're epoxy dots. We had that in a video, that mistake made, and some ribbon and in a little pouch. And then I will show you the paper. So this is the paper pack. We have paper packs. I don't have loose paper yet because there's no images of individual papers. We actually have to make those images of individual papers. So your cover this time is printed on the same paper or cardy paper. So you could cut these up, or there's some borders on the back and some brackets. And then you've got, this is the man paper. Looks like that. Sorry for covering the page. And then this is Brave. Try not to cover the page too much. So it's got like tools and stuff. So this is Brave. So the man and Brave make your double like that. So you always get something that makes a double. The man, Brave. I'm trying to keep it in order, sorry. Brave. And then you've got Strong. That's a lovely piece of timber. I like that. And a nice check. Strong. And then you've got a stripe, which is called Macho. Looks like a lovely dress shirt. And then on the back it's got like a linen. My son will wear pants made out of that. And then he'd whinge at me about how much trouble they were to steam or iron. He doesn't iron his clothes, he steams them. And then, oh, look at that for a fussy cut sheet. So this is called Charming. Charming. That reminds me of Charming out of Shrek. Yeah, Charming. We're not Team Charming. We're Team Shrek, sorry. And then Handsome has got like your pocket cards and your embellishments to cut out and your words. And then, oh, I like that with the nuts and the drill bits. And then you've got 2 cardstocks. So this is cardstock 1 and this is cardstock 2. Oh, that's different. They've not done that before. That's interesting. I like that.
I've just gone completely blank.
I know, you're very blank and vacant, Quentin, aren't you?
No doubting you.
Maybe I ate too many cornflake cookies.
Maybe.
Noah makes the best cornflake cookies.
I didn't get any cornflake cookies. I'm just out fighting. I'm trying to get my video.
Noah was eating the cornflake cookies while I was having to eat them go because they were too hot straight out of the oven.
Well, I've obviously had some sort of internet outage on my PC. It's gone into overload.
Your purse crapped itself.
I've got no Facebooker.
It's blank. You got a black screen.
Yeah.
You bad.
Get out of Facebook.
You break the
and I'll come
computer
back.
and I'm not fixing it again.
I'm going back into the Facebook.
Okay, so next we have Asuka Studio. Asuka is Japanese. Can you tag them in? Oh, you can't tag them in. I'm just going to tag them in.
I'm trying my very best.
Art journal page here as well. I've got Naomi's art journal page from last night. So let's do, will you be doing any class? Yes, Liz, I will.
Not kids, but
Not a weekly class, but I'm going to do a Friday night. Oh, I'm trying to tag.
I've nearly got them. Nearly. Here I come.
I'm just going to try and tag them in.
Holy crackers. My computer had some sort of meltdown.
I'm going to change to me, personally.
Got the video back, I've just got no comments yet.
Just got booted out. I'm going to blame Quentin.
I'm waiting for my comments to reload. You might have to keep going with the demo, dear. I'll start to close things I don't need.
No. You're going to have to send a link to Ken. Sorry everyone, I was just trying to tag Asuka in, but I can't get it to work. Okay, so this is Asuka Studio. They're Japanese. There's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful paper. So obviously there's the sparkly bubbles, which are the domey bling, and then they have the regular cut style bling. And there's pale blue, light blue, light green, clear, light pink, light yellow, which this is light yellow, and light purple, which will be in this pile. And then, so if you wanted something from them through us that we were sold out, we are now sold out of, just let us know, because on Monday our next order gets sent off to them, and yeah, we need to know before Monday what you would like, if you would like something specific. We've already got lots of orders for Dreamland 12x12 packs and Forest Friends 12x12 packs. So this is the play collection. We didn't get loose paper in it. We probably should next time, or maybe the time after, because next time I think we're getting 4 collection. I think we've already got 4 collections earmarked. And this is Happy Place, which is like the feminine of play. It's a really beautiful paper. Wait till you...
So the play comes in 6x6 and 12x12.
Yeah. So then, oh look, here's the pink and the purple. So you see those. So we then had this weathered wood and crystals. So it's like crystally prints and weathered timber. Let's get rid of the top light. In 6x6 and 12x12. Sold out of 12x12. So it's really lovely. If you click on the Asuka Studio link in our online store, it's only going to show you what's in stock. If you want to see what's not in stock, just type in Asuka Studio, ASUKA Studio, in the search bar up on the top left. Type that in and go to the last pages that it shows you, and they're the sold out items. It always puts sold out items last. So Sparkly Sky we had in 6x6 and 12x12, and it's like star papers. Look, there's the yellow, isn't it lovely? And then clouds on one side and stars on the other side. So we had that in the 2 sizes. Look, more blings.
The Japanese paper, yes.
Yes. Where are we here?
So I'm going to use my comments underneath.
So we did have watercolor splash in 6x6 and 12x12, and it's like a watercolory print and then a watercolory stripe on the back. So it's really nice, and there's an example of similar paper on the back of one of the papers that we've got. So the 3 collections that we got in loose paper were Forest Friends, Dreamland, and So Sweet. So we got them in 6x6 and 12x12 packs, and then we also, and all the 12x12 packs are gone. We also got loose papers. So we've got 6x6s and loose papers left. So this is Dreamland. So this is Dreamy. Let's turn that light back on. This is Dreamy, and it's a fussy cut sheet, and then it's got these letters on the back. This is to be, and you can feel it's like our paper, just beautiful, beautiful to fussy cut. But you can hear it. You can tell. If you're a paper crafter, you can tell. This would be so good for kindy or school pages with the letters on the back.
There is 3 books. Was it 3 books we haven't got up yet with the cards?
There are journaling card paper packs that we haven't got up yet for the collections as well. This is Tea Party. So that's Tea Party. Still on Dreamland.
They went so quickly. Yes, Deb. We bought like 10 of each.
More than that for some of them, and I was really worried that we were going to get left with some, or that people weren't going to get it, and you know, like it wasn't everyone's taste. I was really, really worried, and I thought we'd be taking, you know, we'd be having it on the shelves for ages. I was just shocked. So obviously it was a good idea. This one's called Story Time, and it's little cards. So these would be really cool, like a little card like that. You could just tuck in there. I'll tell you how big they are. So they're like 2 inches by 3 inches. So it's just such a cute little size, isn't it? You know, just to tuck a little card. And on the back, they're set up like journaling cards.
Which we spoke looking at there.
So this one's called Story Time. So you could cut the little pictures out, or you could cut the frames out separately. Then you've got the little letter tiles. Really cute. This one's Welcome to Dreamland. And lovely. You could do a lot with that. This would look really lovely with a little photo in here, a little photo, and you you hang it like it's hanging from ribbons in the middle here of a baby, first photo, and then you could put baby's name here and then all the little details down here. Just, and you know, little name bits here. Just beautiful. And that's the back. Lovely, lovely paper. Really, really beautiful paper. And this one's called Bubbly. Obviously, it's a bath page. We had to get this because it's so hard to get nice bath stuff. And then on the back of it, and then lovely little number tiles. That's so cool.
There's so many layers.
This little sign's got hello here, but it's got space for you to write your own little message. Yeah, there's so many layers. And then let's go to Forest Friends. So this is the cutouts, and it's just called cutouts. Little birds. And then that, isn't that lovely? That'll look nice even for a wedding page. And Garden Dream. Isn't it pretty?
Oh, Mary wanted Forest Friends, not Dreamland. Sorry, Mary. That's all right, Mary.
That's right. We can fix that, Mary. And then this one's called Double-Sided Cards. This is an older collection. So they've changed the way they name things. It's not that old, actually. There's a nice little border in the frames. And on the back, they're blank. So ready for journaling. I know journaling's a dirty word, like I said earlier. And then this one is called Tea Time. And you could either cut it and use it separately or just leave it like this. And I can see like a photo here and a couple of photos here. Just lovely. And a lovely timber on the back. And look at the beautiful little border with the scenes. So gorgeous. This one's called Accessories.
Now I can't put links into anything.
And then a nice timber on the back with lots of layers. And this is called 6x6 cutouts. So you could cut these up to put in a 6x6 album. And that's got that. Isn't that just such a cool colour? Beautiful Bloom. Just put a photo in there. And then maybe a couple of photos. Tuck a little photo. And you could fussy cut flowers and put them on. And that's just such a necessary thing. Love that. So then we'll go to So Sweet. So this is So Sweet cutouts. Self-explanatory. It's a bit of So Sweet's got cakes and it's sort of got a birthday theme. Love this big frame. And then this is like those watercolor, the watercolor splash pack. That's the kind of watercolor thing that's in those. And then this is wood frames. So you could cut these out to use them separately, or you could just use it as a page. Because they go off the page, you could just use it as a page as is. And then this beautiful timber on the back. I really like that. And Ice Cream Garden. Lovely. Beautiful colours. And it's another like watercolory thing. And then another lovely frame on the back. And then you've got Sweet Cards. So this is the little cards again, the little 2x3 cards. So you could just use them to tuck in places. And then wouldn't that be lovely for a wedding page? Or a wedding card. And then the back is ready to add your journaling. And then this is Party Sky. Love the umbrella. Beautiful banner. So you could make a couple of cards with this or a few pages. And then a sky paper. And then we've got Party Garden, which is ready for you just to cut a hole, stick a photo in, or you can embellish it and put lots of photos on here.
Have a good night, Leslie. Take care.
There you go. Yes, Leslie, you have a lovely night. Thank you, Leslie.
Think healing thoughts for that foot.
Yes. And then, so we've got these chipboards, these frame chipboard things. So if you go on our online store and find these, guys, I've got some samples of what Asuka, who's designed this product, what she has created with it, so that you can see her idea on how to use it. So those two in particular have got an example image, and this 12-inch shadow box frame does. And one of them, she's got it this way, and she's cut this section out and this section out. She's got it as a strip behind a photo. And what she does is uses paste on these frame pieces and puts them on top, so that, and inks them so that it looks like it's a mitered piece of timber on the corners. So really lovely. So you can see that detail in the images I've got in the online store. These.
Marlene asked, is that 12 by 12? But I don't know if she was
Yes, it is 12 by 12.
Yeah, the papers are 12. Is that 12 by 12 paper? Yes.
Yes, yes. And then this is like a funky circle thing. And there's an example of that on there as well. What she's made as a gift with that, like a hanging gift thing. And then these two, there's a tree. And then this circle frame, these don't have extra images for these two. Now there's 12. So you could do the first 12 months of a baby's life, a little photo in each. You could do the 12 photos from year 12 for a graduate, and then a graduation photo in the middle. Or you could do the 12 years from year 1 around to year 12. One for each year of school. Yeah, so anything at all. So really, yeah, it's a lovely idea. And then you've got the circle in the middle. So that's a lovely frame piece. And then you've got this circle in the middle that you can use as well. It's a nice piece of chipboard. So I'm just trying to get that to balance there. And then I've got, so if you missed Naomi John's class last night in the Creative Family group, this was Naomi John's mixed media class last night. It was 2 hours, but it's well worth watching. She's raided my stash there. So let's go with Tropicana. So far up we've got the paper pack for pre-order.
Something else papers be available to buy.
Something else papers be available to buy. Oh, yes, Scrap and Me. I'm going to try and get them done over the weekend or Monday, Debbie. Probably Monday. I'll try. Can you write down? I'll try and remember to text Debbie. Let Debbie know exactly when I put them up.
Yeah, the papers we have got we can sell now.
We can sell now, but we kind of missed the boat with time frame. So the sunnies are up. And then Snorkeling Teddy Bear is up. And then these are the other flare buttons.
There's so much to show.
This flare button here is only in the pack. The hibiscus flower pack of colour cuts is available. Big Birthday is available. A Little Birthday is available. There's a lot. I'm gonna make more. I'm gonna make more available tomorrow. 100% is available. Family. That doesn't belong there. Best Day Ever.
Family might have just got mixed up.
I think it got mixed up. So that's what we've got available so far in Tropicana. But if you go, and some of the papers we used tonight. So if you go to the online store and click on the Tropicana banner at the top, it'll bring up lots and lots of Tropicana product. Well, I think it's lots and lots. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it.
We've cut lots and lots.
We have cut lots and lots and lots. And there's more coming over the weekend because it's virtual retreat. So if you're doing the virtual retreat, tomorrow morning at 10 a.m, Naomi John has her tag class. Guaranteed she's going to bust out the mixed media.
If it looks anything like that page, I don't think the ladies are going to be too upset.
I think the inks we were talking about, like orange and green and pink and that sort of thing, like the colours are in the papers, yes. And maybe the only extra thing you might need is some matte medium or gel, maybe not, maybe glue, and maybe some white gesso. But don't hold me to that. But I'm just thinking about how she creates that's possibly what she's going to do. She has used the Flowers 1 book the new 6-inch by 12-inch lemon craft book in this.
Their good friend Kirsty bought it.
Yes, Kirsty bought it for her. So 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for tag class if you're doing the virtual retreat. If you're not doing virtual retreat, we'll be back here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. and I'm going to do another page. I'm going to see what else. I'm going to try and do something different again. I try and do with my Friday and Saturday night lives when I have a retreat weekend, whether it's an in-store retreat or an online one. I try and do something that's different. Like, so with Runaway Princess, everyone expected me to do feminine stuff. So I tried to do something masculine on the Saturday night. So I've done a birthday page tonight, but I'm going to try and do something a bit different. So we will see you then. Oh dear, 1 hour and 3/4. Bugger. I've kept you all too long. I'm sorry. I do talk too much, don't I?
Never do.
But yeah. So we'll see you at 10 o'clock tomorrow if you're in the virtual retreat. If not, we'll see you at 7 o'clock here tomorrow night. And oops, I just pulled that out. To make another page using Tropicana. So we'll see you then. Thank you very much for coming along. Really, truly appreciate you all and appreciate you spending your time with us when you could be watching the women's football State of Origin. So thank you very much. Take care, stay safe, and love you all very, very, very much. Bye.